What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? I'm your host TJ, and welcome to the BKE podcast. I hope everybody week has been pretty good as it comes to an end on Saturday. But hey, look, man, I got an actual special guest for us today. I got my boy Step. He goes by Step Got Jokes. Step, man, what's good, bro?
I'm good, man. How you holding up yourself?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. You
Hey,
guys,
hey,
I actually met this kid um, just about a week ago, and on this networking app.
yeah, yeah, yeah. On Clubhouse, yeah.
Uh,
2 weeks ago.
Clubhouse, man. And
Hey, man. Hey, you just threw me into the fire. He ain't give me no countdown, nothing. He said live.
straight up live, man. Straight up live. I had to throw him off a little bit. But Step, man, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself? Tell them where you from, and what you do.
I am a comedian podcaster by way of Jacksonville, Florida. You see it in the background. That's not real, but nonetheless. You can find me on all platforms at Step Got Jokes. You can find YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. What else is what is the they got what are the kids doing? Twitter, yeah.
TikTok.
TikTok. It don't matter. Step Got Jokes is on there. You just type it in,
Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him.
and I follow back.
Hey, look.
So
Yeah, you will follow back. You will follow back ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, try to follow Step, all right? So before we get started, I just want to give the quote of the day. Never mind what others do, but yourself. Beat your own record from day to day, then you are a success. All right? That's the quote of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, if you guys having a rough day, hopefully they give you a little pick me up to start off with Sunday and start your week off right. Hey, look, man, Step, again, I want to thank you for actually joining us today, bro. You know what I'm saying?
man,
We got a lot of things to talk about today, and I want, we're gonna have you to chime in a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have you
okay.
to see where you at. So
All right.
the topic of the night, guys, is the dating do's and don'ts. But we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. So make sure you guys strap on your seatbelts because we're gonna be talking about this a little bit, and we will have Steph here as well. So yeah, but let's just get started. The social break. All right. This is things that's been going on throughout the week. As far as everything. As far as what's been happening in the social world. First thing is the new SVU promo. I'm not sure if anybody's seen it, but there's a new SVU promo. I'm not sure if it's a show or like a special episode or anything like that. But Detective Stable is coming back, y'all.
Listen, they need to bring back Detective Stable. The show ain't been the same, man. They tried to replace him. It took them like 3-4 actors to try to replace him, and it ain't hitting like it used to hit. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad show. It just ain't the same. My boy used to come through with the intensity. He was the fire. Olivia was the passive aggressive water, and yeah, was the Benson? Yeah, that's her name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Detective Benson.
And she
So
detective.
the actual show
Hold
is
on, ain't she chief?
called
Didn't she move up to chief or something like that?
yeah, she's now the current chief of not the chief, the captain
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
the SVU department. But yeah, man. So it's actually a new show, a new segment that Law and Order called Organized Crimes, which Detective Stabler is going to be a part of that, and of course, they're planning on intertwine, the two SVU with organized crime together. So I'm here for it, man. Detective Stable was actually my favorite character in Law and Order until they wrote him off. But I'm actually
Yeah.
glad to see him actually coming back.
I mean, that's like you taking Wolverine from X-Men. Yeah, of course, he was everybody's favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly, man. So I was like, oh snap, oh shit, yeah, they got my man Stable coming back. That's what's up. That's what's up. So definitely make sure you guys tune in. It is coming on, I believe, what, NBC? Somewhere, yeah, NBC, right? Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
definitely on NBC. All right, so make sure you guys check that out. All right. While we talking about the TV and things like that, everybody has been raving about this new well, not new, but the Snyder cut of Justice League on HBO Max. If you guys have the HBO Max app, make sure you guys check this out. I haven't checked it out yet because it's 4 hours long. It's I can't sit through a movie for 4 hours. I mean, I sat through the Titanic for 3 hours, but
Hey, what's
but
crazy is I was just talking about that earlier today. I was like, man, because I want to watch it, but like I gotta set a block of my day. Like, I'd be like, hey, between 4 and 8, I got to make this. I'm finna watch this show because if you don't schedule this in and be responsible, you gonna really mess up your life sitting there trying to sit down and watch a 4 hour movie.
man, I'm telling you,
And especially if you're in
man,
your 30s, you ain't got time to be watching no 4 hour movies randomly. You know what I'm saying? You got kids, your kids malnourished because you want to watch Justice League uncut. Wow.
malnourished. Hey, look, 4 hours, man. Listen, I don't think me personally, I have 4 hours of my time to sit through a whole movie. Like I said, I did watch the Titanic. I did watch the Titanic straight through, and that was like a 3 hour long movie. Can't get that out of my head, but I'm definitely gonna check this out. There's a lot of people who saying that they had to watch it in intervals. So some people
Right.
watched it for the first 2 hours, then they're gonna come back to the next 2 hours. Things like that. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. It's something that I definitely got a plan to do. It's all about
See,
planning.
and this is one of the things I'm not to compare, but I can't help it because they're the big dogs walking around. That's what Marvel has over them, the organization of it and how they're delivering it. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're giving us, I think they just gave us WandaVision. I don't know if you've seen that, right?
Yeah, I
WandaVision
seen
is
WandaVision.
9 episode series. You know what I'm saying? Like the TV series. Y'all could have gave us
Mm-hmm.
like I understand DC has their TV shows, but they don't put that kind of production in their TV shows. It was
They
like
sure don't.
25. It was like 25 million an episode to shoot WandaVision. You gotta be
Yep,
able to commit to
sure
that.
was.
It was one. It was the best show smoking while they was bringing it out.
And the best thing about WandaVision though is that if people are actually really pay attention to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or MCU is what they call it, is it fits in the timeline of when everything happened. So
Right,
WandaVision is pretty much after the Infinity War. All
right,
right. But if you guys haven't really don't really know about the chronological order of the story of the MCU, then if you have Disney Plus, then you type on Marvel. There's a section there where it says watch the Marvel Cinematic Universe in chronological order, and you will
bro.
see all the movies there that pretty much came out, starting with Captain America, and then next is Captain Marvel.
Yeah, yeah, Captain Marvel, and then it goes to the Iron. I think Incredible Hulk,
Yeah,
Iron Man, blah 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 blah.
yeah, the
But
Iron
yeah,
Man and stuff like that.
chronological
So
order. Yeah, technically, Captain America did happen first, even though it wasn't the first movie.
right, right, and I mean, I like it, man. I like it. Right now, currently, I'm on Thor. I'm on Thor right now. Actually, Thor the Dark World. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm on the Dark World right now. So, yeah, man, definitely go ahead and check that out. Check out WandaVision. Also, Captain America, not Captain America, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is now out on Disney Plus. So make sure you guys go check that out, man. It's on Disney Plus.
Yes, they only got one episode right now, but it's really good.
Yeah.
So
So make sure you guys check that out like ASAP. I'm definitely gonna check this out after the show. So
the only problem I had with that episode was it was just a taste. You just got enough to taste it. You ain't really you ain't really getting that. You ain't really getting nothing yet.
and that's how I felt about when I started watching The Mandalorian. When it first came out, and then I realized it was just one episode.
Man,
That was
don't
just
get
like,
me
damn,
started
man,
on.
I gotta wait for another episode. And damn,
Bro,
man, I
don't get
put
me
this in this
started on
all
Mando, bro. Out, man. Listen, I just binge watched the Mandalorian, dog. That listen, I love that show, bro. That is a good show. Every episode,
Yes.
it was like, and I don't. Is it a spoiler alert at this point if you talk about it too much? I'm just not
I
gonna bring
don't
it up.
think it is. I don't think it
Okay,
is. But
but at the end, I'm expecting to see just some old regular Jedi. I didn't think I was gonna see the honcho of Jedi's. You know what I'm saying? I ain't thinking
yeah.
gonna
That
be
was
big dog coming through. They don't usually bring the big characters into the TV series. That's why I'm like, whoa.
and
And
this
they
is
had
and this
I don't know the type of species she was, but Rosario Dawson was playing a Jedi on that planet that they just came from.
I love that so much. Yeah.
She's awesome.
Soccer. She was
Yeah.
playing soccer. And that was amazing. I'm a big Rosario Dawson fan. You might can even say that I got a little crush. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It's Rosario
Ain't
Dawson.
nobody mad at you, brother.
It's just Rosario Dawson, okay? I'm just throwing that out there, But yeah, make sure you guys go check that out. Disney Plus. Make sure you guys go check that out. In Disney, The Mandalorian, WandaVision, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But look, man, still talking about the social break. We will talk about the Grammys. I didn't really see the Grammys, but I've heard bits and pieces. I heard that people didn't really like Beyonce's dress, but I
That's
heard that
who said that?
she's
A woman?
oh
Ain't no nigga say that. Oh, can I say the N word on here? My bad, brother.
no, you good, no, you good, you straight, hey,
Yeah.
man, you straight, man. This ain't TV. This is strictly an evening show for
Yeah.
everybody. I mean, I hope ain't no
just want to respect the audience. That's all. Just want to respect the audience.
No, you good, man. You got my boy here. Trends, what's good, man?
Yo, what's up? What's up,
What's up? What's
fellas?
up?
What's going on,
Man,
man?
we got Step. This is Trends. Trends is actually one of our newest co-hosts here. Trends, this is Step. He's a comedian. I mean, he got a lot of
Actually,
jokes. Uh,
I actually seen trends on the last episode I watched. I watched with y'all.
yeah. Hey, see, you man, watch it. That's what I'm talking about.
Do a little
But
something,
he's
something,
actually a comedian.
Oh, that's what's up.
Hey, Step. Step. Let me ask you this, man. So
Mhm.
what was the hardest thing with you becoming a comedian? What was the hardest thing for you?
The hardest thing is the networking and knowing who to book shows with. Because if you take the craft serious, that's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? If you taking it serious, you writing jokes, you trying to get your material off. If you got somewhere to get your material off, like an improv place you can go to, or open mic you can go to and you get some jokes off. But then when it's
Hold
time to
on,
start
fellas. I'll
doing
be right
shows,
back.
all right, that's probably the hardest part, the networking. Because some people they got the show, they got the sauce, so to speak.
Yeah. Hey, man, because people say that I'm naturally funny. Like in my crew that I rock with, and I'm the funny guy. You know what I'm saying? They say I ain't got no
Mm-hmm.
sense, I ain't got no filter. And I'd be like, man, I mean, why should you? I mean, life is short. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fucking laugh sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's just like shit. I mean, after the year that we had in 2020, I'm gonna make all the jokes I can. Yeah, yes, I am.
Man, it was the it was the best medicine by far, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Joking, listen, jokes got me through that year. It was a tough year, but if just having a good sense of humor about things, it really is medicine, dog. That's not just a corny cliche, bro. That like you really be when you be out there telling jokes, man. You really be making people day, bro. You go on
Mm-hmm.
stage, you feel it. People be really grateful. So that's one of the biggest enjoyments I get from it too.
Like it's funny. We talk about 2020. Like I said one time that when we look back on 2020, it's gonna be like how we look back on the year '92. Like where everybody say '92, the year '92 was just like one of the hardest years, in America. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
was a
then
baby. What happened in '92? Jordan won. I know
yeah,
that. I know Jordan won.
yeah,
Won ring.
yeah, it was big for sports. but where the crack was
That Rodney
was
King.
Cracking.
Rodney King, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. But then 2020 came back, and
Listen,
look,
I thought 2016 was bad.
I don't
Remember
even
yeah,
remember
Harambe? Remember
what happened in
Harambe?
2016.
Remember Harambe? That year was crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah,
I shouldn't even be
yeah.
laughing at that, but you know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
It got
oh
kind of
yeah.
crazy though.
2016 was Cash Me Outside year, wasn't it? That was the Cash Me
Huh?
Outside year.
Oh
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Now that you thought, yeah, I think that's when the cancel culture started to happen. 2016.
The
Yeah, I
birth
think
of
I would say
cancel
a little bit
culture.
further. Yeah.
Because that
Uh,
little girl grown now.
oh yeah, she grown.
Yeah,
Yeah, she grown.
grown now.
I don't know if she making money, but you know what I'm saying.
She
But
a rapper now, ain't
Oh
she?
boy, she cashed out on that on going viral off Dr.
oh, I'm
Phil.
sure. I'm sure she did. She got that trademark, and she did her thing. So I mean, like, look. But Trent is actually we was talking about the Grammys. I didn't really catch the Grammys. I still haven't caught it yet. I didn't, catch the. But have you seen bits and pieces of it?
I did not see the Grammys. I've heard some things. I heard Nas finally won his Grammy, so I'm happy about that.
That's all.
Some controversy. I heard a couple of things. The what's her name? What's the rapper? WAP.
Showtime.
What's her
What
name?
up, DJ?
She do the WAP.
Oh, Cardi.
Oh
Cardi
yeah,
B.
Cardi B.
Yeah,
Bro, you sound
that
like an old
was.
head. Talking about what's the name? Do the WAP.
Yeah,
You
come
know the
on,
Hey,
man,
name.
man. Come on, man.
you
Cardi
know
B.
the
All about
WAP.
it.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
What's that damn girl right there?
Yeah. Who she do the little WAP thing? Yeah, yeah, man. They
But
was talking about her performance. They said, I guess they said it was too much or whatever. What's too much in
yeah,
20?
she always do too much. That's Cardi B. It wouldn't be Cardi B if it wasn't too much. That's just me. That was just me. From what I seen. Her performances. But
Mm,
I just heard Beyonce pretty much took everything. Rap song of the year, which is very interesting to me. Her and Megan Thee Stallion won rap song of the year, but not the original Savage, but the actual remix.
mm,
And I remember when I first heard the remix, I said that Beyonce just made this song 100 times better,
mm-hmm.
and she just might win a Grammy for this. Now in full circle, when we see this, she won
Lo
a
and
Grammy for
behold.
it. Not the original track, but the remix. So I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Salute. Listen, when that song dropped, it was like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I ain't know Beyonce could flow. I was like, it caught me
Yeah,
off guard.
I was
I
like,
was
hold on,
like,
wait, is
all
that
right,
Jig out here?
right. And just want to say, my man Hove does have writer credits on that song. Just pointing that out there.
Okay, okay.
However,
Oh, I'm sure he did.
it
Yeah,
was definitely
when I heard the rap, I was like, yeah, that's Jigga.
Yeah.
That's Jigga.
You
That's
can hear a
Jigga.
little, okay, I hear some jiggy in there. All right. Yeah.
it,
Look,
it
she
was
brought
it
it.
was a dope track though. So I have no problem with her winning that award. And I think every award that Meg won for didn't it counts as an award for Beyonce, correct?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
counts as a Grammy for
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
and
So
that's what
pretty much
put
got
her
like 4 or 5.
on list. She walked away with five that night.
Like 4 or 5. I
I
think
think it
like
was 4.
4 or 5.
I think Blue Ivy got one
Oh
for the
yeah,
song.
for that
Yeah.
yeah.
From her Lion King. Was
Yeah,
it
that's crazy, man.
Lion King? Something she did.
I think
And
so.
salute and like you said, man, salute to Nas. My dude been in the game for 27 summers.
Hmm.
This will make his 28th summer in the game, bro. And he just
20
getting his just due.
Way
Huh?
man,
overdue, man.
28 summers. That's a long time, and finally being able to get the respect. That, that's big.
And
That's big.
but as far as Cardi B's performance, that was like it was set up good, but Cardi B looked stiff. It looked like her foot hurt.
I
Her
didn't see
foot,
it. I just.
bruh.
What kind of
I didn't
shoes was
watch
she
it,
wearing?
bruh. She was wearing
That
like this
pandemic.
metal suit, and it's like she couldn't move, and she was like,
That's that
and she
pandemic.
yeah, it was like her ass wasn't jiggling like it usually do. I was like, man, I was like they need to get that suit up off her. That's what I
Damn.
Yeah.
came to see. I listen. I come to see the jiggle. You understand me?
Okay. He said, I come to see the. I come to see the
It's like
jiggle.
when you hear Cardi B performing, is main one of the main reasons why people do it. Just go call it like it is, you
I
know.
mean,
But
she got a lot to go respectfully.
yeah, it was a little strange though, but yeah, that's the Grammys, man. It was a little crazy. While we talking about the Grammys and everything music related, Saweetie, Saweetie dumped Quavo after Quavo spent $2 million on her because she said that she felt unappreciated, or was it unappreciated? Was that the actual term for it, or was it It was some other word. It was some other word. But I mean, a lot of, I'm just gonna say a lot of the women said, yes, what I'm saying, do you boo boo? That's what's up. Clap, clap, clap. Snap, 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 and all that. Then I'm like,
Snap,
yeah, this is
snap,
the same
snap.
chick. This is the same chick with the track that's called Back to the Streets. I mean, hey, back to the streets. I
So
mean, I'm not mad at it.
back to the streets, huh?
I'm not mad at it. Hey, yeah, man.
I mean,
So,
I mean, look,
I'm sorry, this is hilarious too, but
I don't know, all the specifics, what's true or what's not, but
so the actual story was Quavo was in an interview and they asked her on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate Sweetie as? And he said 6.
oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. Whoa.
And I'm like, I mean, at least he was honest. I mean,
Hey,
I
hey,
mean,
listen. Anybody who's watching this podcast right now, take this away from it. Do not go around being saying whatever you want to say out your mouth and just say, "Well, at least I was honest." Honesty don't get you, but so far that is a lie. It will not set you free. You got to know when to put out that honesty, man.
Tell it
That's
like it is,
the
bro.
too much.
truth will
Some
set you
stuff
free.
you keep yourself. You know what I mean?
The
Life
truth
gonna be
will
better
set you free.
because
You
he
have
been
to
rocking with
somebody
your.
in your life.
Hey, listen, he been rocking with that six for a couple years now. So
Yeah.
he, so he probably was thinking of himself like a foe. So we didn't even ask him that. He might have thought he was a foe and thought she was a six and thought, I mean, I'm doing good. I'm digging
So,
up.
I mean, did he
oh,
give any
but
type of did he just say, "Oh, she's a 6"? Did he give any details or
I don't
backs?
know. I gotta go back and find his interview because it was very. Because
Dang, when you
I read it in the story, and they was talking about it a little bit, and I'm like, dang, yo. I mean, that kind of sucks a little bit when your girlfriend is like watching the interview or is
That kind of
there during the
sucks.
interview. He was like, hey, look, guess what, man? Look, man, that fine shorty that you with on a scale of 1 to 10, would you rate her as? Man, look, nigga, you better say a 10. I don't care if they know you're lying. It's a 10. Okay,
hey,
I'm with you. I'm with you. But at
You
least he
gotta
was
come
honest.
back
He said
home to her,
6.
man. You gotta come back
man,
home to that. You coming home to a fight, all kind of
So look,
stuff. Talking about
that's
she's
my
sick.
phrase for tonight. At least he was honest.
that's the dangerous thing about being on these podcasts and stuff. You take a little clip of it, you put it in an article, and yeah, they didn't misquote you, but they took it out of context and it could get real ugly real quick.
Oh yeah,
No pun
real
intended
quick.
with her being a six, but it can get real ugly.
You gotta be
Oh,
careful.
yeah,
You
definitely,
gotta be careful.
definitely, definitely. So, guys, like you said, you take anything from this,
Don't be
honesty is
honest.
always not.
Just
Honesty is
lie.
not always the best thing, man.
If you in a relationship, honesty is not always the best policy. I mean, I ain't saying go around be deceiving your woman, but it's some stuff you don't need to be telling your woman. Just throw that
Yeah,
away, bro.
definitely, definitely, definitely. You set yourself up for failure, bro. More on the
She can,
social break.
oh my bad. I was about to say she can be probably be honest with you. She can tell you about your flaws, and you as a man probably got to take it and try to work on yourself and try to absorb it and be like, yeah, you right. I do need to get in the gym, baby. Or yeah, you right. Yeah, I ain't handling business in this area. I'll do better. But you start
Oh, no question,
you
no question.
you put together a laundry list of shit she don't do right.
Right,
Let me know how it work
exactly,
out.
exactly. So, more on the social break. The Bachelor being being black. So if you guys know the TV show The Bachelor, this is the first time where the Bachelor is actually an African American. Okay, just black. Okay, I'm just gonna say black. Okay, he's black. All right, but there's been a lot of things that's been going on with the show where um everybody's starting to see the controversy with the actual show of how long they've been in business with the show, and this is the first time having an African American bachelor. I mean, listen,
I don't get the controversy because
I mean, it's. I guess they're saying for it to have so many seasons, for you to only have one African American bachelor, and this is this year. But I mean, I'm glad that it is happening, but it's just like the Bachelor show itself. It's like, I mean, why is this show even relevant? I mean, it's the crazy thing about this show in general is that you got 15 women, 15 to 20 women, and you treat them the exact same way in a sense where you slobber one chick down, you tell her to go back to the room, and the next chick come and you slobber her down all over again. So I'm sitting here watching the episode one day, and I'm like, yo, that is a lot of fellatio, my nigga. That is a lot of slob, bro. Like you just going straight forward. They just going straight forward. And I was like, oh man, this is the reason why I hate these type of shows, man.
I feel like
It's just depressing.
I missed the controversy, but I feel like black people, us black people, need to choose the battles we want to fight. The The Bachelor is not number one on my list of you know what I'm saying. I don't care if he's. Oh, it took so long. It took us so long to have a black person on The Bachelor. I haven't watched The Bachelor since. How long has it been on? 2005, 2006. Like it's not important. On top of that, he's here now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't understand the controversy for what. It
Yeah,
don't make
so I
sense.
mean, there's like a couple of things that goes into it. I actually didn't really get a chance to actually dive into the story earlier when I was reading it, but it was about the reason why there haven't been an African American bachelor for so long, and right now there's a possible lawsuit with the actual show. And so the producer Chris, he just got lawyered up as well, just in case if anything, sideswipes him or anything like that. But I mean, listen, I mean, like this has been pretty much like a crazy thing. I mean, like, listen, I'm pretty sure well, not every man's dream, but pretty guys would like to be in that shoes. I mean, not me. I mean, it's difficult, dealing with one, and having to deal with 20 other women. I mean, like, look, more power to you, brother.
Hey,
But stuff, man.
oh man, listen. I don't. listen, I'm all for equality and being progressive, but I'm with my man Trans. We ain't asked for this. We get everything but what we asked for. We did not ask
Yeah,
to be.
yeah, absolutely.
And listen, I'm more mad that the White Ranger and the Red Ranger was never black. All right, that's what I was concerned about. Like, damn, why the Red Ranger? He's the leader. He ain't
I
never.
mean,
Why he ain't
the
never black?
Black Ranger was black.
The black one for a season.
And just like in the movies, they kill off the black man. They kill
Hey,
them off real quick. You know
hey,
what I mean?
yo.
Get
But
your
no,
breakdancing ass out of here.
listen, this is one of the things where we didn't need for the Bachelor to be black because we had our own thing. We had Flavor Flav. You understand me? The Flavor of Love. We had
Unfortunately.
the
Unfortunately,
ugliest man in the world having white
unfortunately,
women fight
Unfortunately.
sisters for
and
his
black.
affection. That was wild.
Wasn't he the white? Did the white chick win?
No. It wasn't a white girl. He what's that chick? Delicious. Ooh, delicious chick.
Delicious.
Mm. God damn. What's she at
Yeah,
now? Oh, she married one of those Central Park Five kids. But they're not kids.
Wow. Wow.
One of the dudes from Central Park Five, she married one of them. I forget which one. I'll
okay. Hey man, look, that's something crazy. You know, he said we got Flavor Flav. Unfortunately,
and we
unfortunately,
for the love of Ray J.
Oh, that was one
unfortunately,
season too, right?
That was
unfortunately,
2 seasons. Remember
These
yeah,
networks,
Danger?
they're like, you just get
He
one
unfortunately,
smashed
season.
the
That's
homie.
it. Damn,
oh
man.
man, Ray J, man, that's
But
crazy.
salute to
But
whoever the black dude is on The Bachelor. Have a ball. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's a lot of
And the
women,
word on
man.
the street is that nigga can't kiss. All the women he be kissing, they say he be over kissing them. He be kissing on top of their nose and under their lip. I'm like, God damn.
Emphasis on the streets. But
Black Twitter.
apparently the season finale, the woman that he was with, apparently he is not with her no more. He's not with her no more because there has been a video surfaced. She was at a concert, and it was one of those concerts. You know
Mm.
the anti. It was one of those things where it was like Trump supporters. You know, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's a safe bet that the woman he wifed up, the girl he picked was a white woman.
Yeah, she white. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, come on, fam. See, we didn't need this. We didn't need this.
Messing up already.
We ain't do this.
We
It
We ain't do
really,
sounded
this,
like a
man.
win, but now it's a loss. We just
yeah, man. We're taking
We
steps
ain't do this,
backwards,
man.
man.
We ain't do
Martin Luther
this.
King would be pissed. He would be pissed at the Bachelor.
what's his name?
Man.
Because if he don't got no strong black man name,
Ooh, he probably got a name like Trevor.
Trevor, right?
I think his name was Matt.
Yeah. Oh,
Matt,
there you
Matt.
go. Well, I expect that from a Matt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Come on,
I think his
Matt.
name
Come on.
was. But I think his name was Matt. I think so. Yeah, yeah, Matt James. Mm-hmm.
Matt James.
So
Oh
yeah.
God.
Is
Hey,
that a
Maddie.
Washington? That's a Washington jersey in your background.
Well, you already know what it is, man. You already know what it is.
Hold on,
You know,
who's
not only just a Washington jersey, a Chase Young jersey is that. Feel the chase, you know.
Talk about it.
hey,
You
y'all,
know?
what y'all beating y'all chest on? There's nothing there. Y'all bad as us.
Who's your team, man?
Jacksonville Jaguars. Y'all just as bad as us.
I won't say just as bad, but
I mean, y'all ain't, listen, we talk about, oh, we won more games, but y'all ain't been to the playoffs. Y'all ain't been doing nothing in the playoffs either. When we talk about the ultimate goal, y'all been just as quiet as we have.
Okay, let me ask you this though: Is in the 2000s, since you guys actually have been a team since when 99, maybe 2000.
95.
Yeah. So you're a new crew. You know what I'm saying? So let me
One of the
learn
newest.
something. Let me learn something. When you get to have a playoff appearance just as much as we have more playoff appearances than you guys. Yes, we do. In
Let's
in in the last 2 decades, actually.
let's go back
So
to who has more playoff appearances. Y'all been what once?
we've been what 4 times, 4 times,
Okay.
about 4 or 5 times.
Hey, y'all be out so quick, man. I don't even know y'all be in there. My bad.
Oh man,
Honestly, when you
petty
got a
guy, man,
team,
petty
no,
guy.
when you got a team in the when you playing franchise ball, you want to be either at the top or you want to be at the bottom. Playing in the middle, you're gonna stay in the middle. We've seen that with matter of fact, y'all whole division is like that. Middle in that middle pack, that whole division is weak.
Woo, boy, he trying to light you up, boy.
Mm, you know what? We're gonna have this conversation later. We're gonna have this conversation later. You ain't got to just come on my show and talk about my team. Then you gonna get away with
Hey, hey,
it.
hey, who y'all picked up at the QB though? I can't remember.
You said what?
Who y'all picked up for the QB?
Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah, I
Ryan
know.
Fitzpatrick. I
Yeah,
actually like that. I actually like that.
yeah. But while we talking about football, let's talk about this Deshaun Watson lawsuit.
There we go.
Listen,
All this sexual harassment. Oh,
okay. If you guys are watching this, don't take offense when I say this, okay? All right. But not saying that what he did isn't true. You know, hey man, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. But not saying that it didn't happen. Okay. But this is 22 women we're talking about. 22 women saying that he allegedly sexual abuse, sexual assault, sexual harassment, you know, allegations. It's 22 women. And my question is, where was all this before he said he didn't want to play for Houston no more? He said, forget Houston, middle fingers up, I'm ready to go to another team. The moment he did that, what happened? I'm gonna be honest, me personally, and people can bring it up if they want to. I haven't heard nothing about this before. Nothing.
they
Not
just
even proud
popped
of
up.
college. Not proud of you being drafted. None of that. This just pop up out of nowhere.
I notice this happens a lot, right? When they don't with black men, right? Because statistics show that we are not the main we're not the leaders in rape or in sexual assault, but yet we're always the face of it, right? You talk about like that whole Me Too movement, it turned into R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, and Bill Cosby. Like forget Harvey Weinstein and the
They
whole
got my man
island
killed, man.
and the whole island dedicated with Jeffrey Epstein to chauffeuring these white celebrities to come be with underage women. That's neither here nor there, right? I just find it. I find it real eerie. The timing. It's always the timing, right? This is when you come out. If it indeed happened, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Justin Fairfax. The timing went right around when the governor was under investigation for having taken pictures in blackface, or he didn't know if he was the one in blackface or the one in the Klan
Mm-hmm.
suit. But either way, he was under investigation, and then all of a sudden, the lieutenant governor Justin Fairfax, two women come out. The person that could replace him, all of a sudden, now he's tainted. You know what I'm saying? You look at Joe Budden when he was doing business with Spotify. All of a sudden, all his dirty laundry comes out. Like, oh, he's this, he's that, he's a woman beater, and it's like, so, hold on, something is not right. Something's not right
Yeah,
at
something
all.
isn't right. And like I said, I'm not saying this is completely untrue. Maybe he did do it, and if he did do it, then hey, he's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? But
You think that the team covered it
it's,
up? Nicole said she said, what if the
yeah,
team
yeah,
covered it
yeah.
up?
She said maybe the team covered it up. I mean, sure, but can can the NFL team really cover this up? You got to really think about how much the Patriots tried to cover the Aaron Hernandez story up, but they couldn't. They couldn't keep that on a hush hush because it was just big. But this is 22 women we talking about. 22 women. 22 women. I don't know how anybody can cover
That's
that
a
up.
big number. That's a big number for him to be there so in such a short time, right?
Exactly.
So that means he has to dedicate his time, the time that he's not working on football. He has to dedicate it to molesting women. It has to be. He
So
has to like really be working on. Ooh, this is why I'm gonna catch him when they're in the corner. Like he really has to be. He has no spare time. Is football
Catch
and
him in the
rape
corner right there.
or football and molestation. I don't even know what the sexual assault Barry, because a lot of times you touch somebody on the ass, that's sexual assault. I don't even know what level of sexual assault it is. I just seen that it said sexual assault.
yeah, so I mean to actually answer her statement, yes, they did cover up, Ben Roethlisberger, but I mean that wasn't really covered up. I mean it was in the limelight. It was actually there, and they still allowed him to play football. But that's that. Um, oh yeah, definitely. You said Ben Roethlisberger has Roethlisberger. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. But Roethlisberger, yeah, he has. I mean, listen, just like the owner of the Patriots, with him being with the prostitution ring when that fled out. You know,
Right
just
down here in Florida, baby, getting a little
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
massage with a little happy ending. You know what I'm saying? Putting that oil on
But it's been wild, man. It's been wild. It's been a little crazy, But
and salute to
I
Nicole
just
for the comments.
Let's see
yeah,
how
yeah,
those numbers
definitely
trickle
salute,
down.
salute, salute.
Let's see how those will it remain 22 or will it drop down to like 12? When the numbers
Yeah,
change, that's when I start being skeptical. You know what I mean? I'm like,
right,
I don't know.
right. And like I said, I'm not gonna say, because I was attacked the other day when I was like, well, what if it didn't happen? And then, she was like, oh well, 22 women just ain't gonna come out to tear a black man down. Are you sure? Like, are you sure?
Hey,
Listen,
Like,
that stimmy that hit last year had had a lot of people ready to go vote for Donald Trump. So I know if they hit you with 5 bands, which is in the pockets of millionaires, is really nothing. You get 22 women, 5 bands, that really ain't nothing to you. And you tell them, hey, we're finna say this. Here's the story, X, Y, and Z. That's a real thing. They really do that. The government or these high power corporations, they run smear campaigns, dog. That's not fake. That's a real thing.
yeah, if they make up some crazy shit about you, she said, oh, it's not 22, but believe some of that happened.
Now,
yeah, and
Nicole,
and
that's the thing. If one case would have came out prior to his grievances with Washington, I'd be like, yeah, you're right. This guy has a pattern. This guy has an issue. But for it to be complete silent, it go from 0 to 22 real quick. Come on, fam. That's suspicious. And
it's,
I'm
And if
kind
he
of,
did do it, he's a disgusting piece of shit. Same
and
thing I
that's the
said with
thing.
Ti. But
I've been siding with the women and the victims a lot, but at some point it's like, all right, this shit ain't making sense. Every
it's,
profile person is a rapist.
it's not. And what's crazy is, when the R. Kelly situation happened, And there was some people was like, man, Kelly didn't really do this. And I was like, I mean, I mean, look, Robert is on actual film, actually
There was
pissing on people.
proof.
Though. I mean,
You know,
you know,
there was
I mean,
proof.
we all
So
seen the video. you know what I
yeah,
mean? I was like, yeah, R. Kelly did do that shit. I mean, let's just be real for a change. Let's just
yeah,
be real. R. Kelly did do it. But there's just some things that I do have to say about that one. But that's we all gonna get into that at another time. But just like Deshaun Watson, I just hope that is not true because I really respect this guy. I really respect this guy ever since he was playing at Clemson. Now in the NFL. He's doing so well in the community, I just hate to see that this thing pretty much changed the story of this young black quarterback. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much how I feel about it. I mean, I just hate the timing of everything that is done. When there are guys who looking to be successful, at the time. So, this is my take on it. But going off a little bit of the sports, we're going to talk a little bit about Biden's first 100 days. His first 100 days actually been rather successful, and he actually has administered over 100 million COVID vaccinations in his under 100 days. So I mean, that's what's up. That's what's up. Under 100 days, you administered over 100 million COVID vaccinations. So. I hope everybody get no vaccination. I didn't get mine yet. I have my reasons.
Listen, listen. That's actually the gig I got right now, where I'm working with FEMA, and we're canvassing, we're going door to door, trying to get people to take the vaccine, right? Trying to say, hey, I'm here to register you. You know what I'm saying? We get you registered, right? Get you ready to go get vaccinated, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 100 million people being vaccinated already. Really shows me something because, dude, I can't get nobody to register for this shit. Like, I be out there all day, fam. Nobody, they be like, nah, I don't want that. No, thank you. Like, nah, I'm good.
So, like, what is it like though? Like, I know, like I know you been out. You said you was outside.
Yeah, it's canvassing. I'm working with the FEMA strike team where they're trying to be
Mm-hmm.
outreach, especially in the black communities. So I'm knocking on black people doors. Hey man, you want to take the vaccine? Nah, bro, I'm good. All right, man, you have a good day. I'm not here to persuade you. I can give you some information, but nah, I don't want it.
Like, nah, I'm cool.
Like, but I think it's two things, right? I think it's a generation thing, and I think it's a regional thing, right? And
Right.
blue states, I think, are more open to it, as opposed to where I'm in Florida. I'm in a red state. These people do not want that vaccine, man.
Yeah, this is why I take it. You know.
Like,
But listen, this is what this is. I've been juggling back and forth whether or not I'm going to take it or not. Um, I don't know. There's just some things that I just still don't trust about this vaccine. But I just feel like eventually we all gonna have to take it. We just for us to be safe. When the flu
yeah. I
vaccine
mean,
came out, people was very adamant on not taking it at first. So I think eventually everybody's just gonna have to warm up to it and actually taking this vaccine. Have you taken it yet, Steph?
oh hell no! Oh man, like you
He's
okay?
knocking on people's doors. He's just knocking on people's doors, asking if they're gonna take the vaccine. And have you been asked? Have you been
hell,
asked
hell no.
by
I ain't
a
taking it.
person who you knock on the door? Be like, did you take the vaccine?
Nah,
Nigga?
you know what's funny? They ain't asked me yet. Hey, I pull up with the mask on. They be like, "Oh, you one of them," and they just assume. You know what I mean? But the reason I just want to, I'm just gonna be 100. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. You you created, and this is the thing. I don't know if y'all guys know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is, but he's that scientist. He had the little show, or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
So
Astrophysics.
and he was talking about these scientists who made a vaccine in record setting time. He said they're heroes, and I'm like, let's pause our brakes on this. Like, and I never thought I'd be so adamantly disagreeing with a genius. However, it's just like, dude, you you don't know the long term effects. Like, it hasn't been a long term. Why would I
Right?
take it?
Like, why would I?
Like, if the honorable Elijah Muhammad was talking about how when they first started doing the polios and the polio vaccines and all that other stuff, all of a sudden all these people have cancer cells. All like is more cancer in the U.S. than it's ever been. Yeah, like you don't want to jump into it just like, oh, I took a shot or I'm not dead. Okay, good. That's not it. That's not what long term effect means. Like, you know what I mean? But nonetheless,
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
man.
it's
You
good to think
know,
critically, It's good to think critically. Don't just accept anything. If you take good care of yourself, you know, then don't take it. You know what I'm saying? You making sure you're healthy. Some of these people not making sure they're healthy though, and they're scared. I understand that. I've heard some pretty
some people that
bad
never ever
cases.
been to a doctor.
I know, right? You know what I mean? And I've heard some pretty bad cases, but I've heard some great cases too. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are doing great in New York City. They've lowered everything's open back up now. You know what I mean? The cases have lowered.
you in New York?
I'm in New
Or
York, and
what part of New York? Upstate?
I'm in Queens, man.
Queens? With that
Yeah,
lavish
Queens,
house?
man.
Boy, you rich.
Oh, you think
Lavish
this
living
lavish?
in Queens?
I'm just
In
hiding the
Queens
rest
ain't
of it.
lavish.
He living lavish.
You know what I mean? I got a little.
Man,
I got some
y'all
light.
hit trends up for a couple bucks. He got it.
He
Hey, the
got double
stimmy
the
went.
stimmy.
The stimmy went right in the savings, man. You know what I mean? Right in the savings. Y'all gonna
Oh,
get
so
me
he just
robbed.
told y'all he got it? He said, man, I ain't have to spend that. Man. Y'all
And
come
that's
get it.
his third savings that he talking about, y'all. His
Mm.
third savings. His other two savings got maxed out. So
You know,
How you max out a savings, Trent?
can you see it? No, no, I'm just playing, man.
You
I'm
Hey,
I'm
man.
gonna get the
yeah.
vaccine. I'm gonna get it next month. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if I grow wings or some shit. Yeah, I was the first. I was the first one. That's what I love. I feel like I waited to see how it would affect enough people, and I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll take a chance. In the beginning, I was like, nah, I don't want to be one of the first ones. I don't want to be the first 100. But about how many people? About a couple million done took it already, right?
100.
Mm-hmm.
100.
Okay, see, yeah, that's enough for me. Yeah, I do it. I'm 32.
See, and
You know what
that's
I'm
the
saying?
dangerous thing. Hey, CJ, I don't know if you was in that room earlier where Jason was talking about and he was playing the music for A&R or whatever. But
Yeah.
he said, I forgot who he said dude who used to manage Biggie had came in and started dancing to the music. Like, at first they wasn't even really rocking with it, but when he came in and started dancing to the music,
They was like,
then
oh, that's
everybody
my
was like,
shit.
oh yeah, we digging this too. Right? And he said that's how he
Hey,
got his first production or whatever. It was a dope story, but it also shows that, like, people don't be influenced because you see
influence.
don't be
Yep.
influenced, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I
Yeah,
definitely
and
agree with
I've
that.
I've had it, so I don't know, man. I feel like I already been through it. You know what I'm
With
saying?
the
So,
Rona,
huh?
you had the Rona.
I had the Rona, man.
Good
I
man.
had the
He
Rona.
said the Rona.
Thank
Like,
God
you
I
had the Rona,
survived.
nigga.
I had the Ronas, but I
Like,
survived, man. I
Hey,
survived.
true story. I think I had it twice. Right. It, in January of last year, I got ridiculously sick. I didn't know what it was, and man, I used up all my little PTO, all my little vacation, and it was this was January. I had to use my vacation and my weekly vacation and my 5 days in January because I was that sick. Um, Fast forward to like July. Now I can I look back at it before and I was like, dang, diarrhea, can't taste, can't smell, shortness of breath, all that. I thought it was just a regular flu, but now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, that might have been corona. Then in July, I know I had it. And I was just like, I'm not finna go get tested. I'm just finna stay home. Because I know the second they test me, they're gonna put me in their system. They're gonna, nitpick me and do all this stuff. Like, I don't wanna do all that, man. I'll just stay home and I ain't going out till I get better.
So you got it twice, man. You got a strong,
twice.
You know what I mean?
Immune system, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I never had it, you know what I'm saying? I guess I'm the only oddball out, I haven't had the Rona, but the crazy is there are people around me who actually has had it, and I'm like, my next, oh man, let me drink this water. Let me drink this lemon.
Let me drink.
Let me drink this orange juice.
Water.
Get my vitamin C.
He's like, all right, let me eat this carrot. Let me get my vitamin C up. But yeah, man, it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy, man. But yeah, we gonna move on a little bit, man. Why we talk? Still on the social break. We're gonna talk about this 12-year-old college students. I'm not sure if anybody noticed, but last year there's been a kid by the name of Caleb Anderson, who's now a sophomore in college at 12 years old. He's probably turning 13 now, but at 12 years old, he was accepted in college. And that was crazy. He's currently a sophomore. He's a sophomore currently, and that's crazy. 12 years old. You know what I was doing at 12 years old? I don't even know what I was doing at 12 years old, but it wasn't in college. It wasn't in college. It wasn't in college.
Yo, man.
That's amazing though. That is amazing. He is majoring inside of engineering. He's an engineering major, and just recently a 12-year-old girl by the name of Elena Wicker. Elena Wicker, she has been accepted into college and hopes to be a NASA engineer. So
that's great.
That's just crazy. Like 12 years old and they're in college.
That's amazing. This were they black kids or white kids? Not that it makes
Black
the story
kids.
black kids. Yeah, I'm about to say not that it would make the story any less or any more impressive. This is a tremendous feat. This is dope. This is truly dope. It's something to aspire to.
It feels good.
Yeah, I was watching the news and that popped up, and I was like, "Yo, that is crazy." Just the thought of a 12-year-old, taking college courses and experiencing college, you know, before we did. It was 12 years old. We were still in grade school. Doing God knows whatever we was doing in grade school.
Hey, this is what smart guy was all about. 10-year-old whiz kid busting high school. Tenacious little shorty with 1,000 IQ. Come on, man.
He busted lyrics though. He busted lyrics, man. He busted lyrics, man. Oh man, he just busted out the lyrics. But yeah, man, that is great.
Salute to the parents, man.
I just love to see kids setting the bar. Like, kids 12 years old, 10 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, they're setting the bar. And these are I forgot the generation that they call them. It's not the millennials, it's not the zennials, it's something else that they call them.
Gen Z, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it
Gen
was.
Z.
This is the Gen Z generation, and it's a lot of hope because these kids are pretty much in college at age 12. These are not the only two. There's like three other other ones who has also got accepted into college at the age 12, and it's just crazy. It's crazy, man, and
It's amazing.
I just love to see shit like that. So yeah, congratulations, kids. Just make sure you keep at it. Keep at it. Don't do what I did in college.
Especially
but
now that it's illegal. You know what I'm
you know, but why we talking about not I was about to say statistics, not statistics, achievements. The first black woman to lead the U.S. HUD. Listen, she went into a White House correspondence conference, and when she walked in, took off her mask, and she said, "Good afternoon." Total silence. So you know what happened. We've been in grade school before. When your teacher walked in, she set her stuff down, she got herself settled, and she said, "Good afternoon." What do everybody else say? Good afternoon,
Good
right? Or
afternoon.
good morning, right? So when she walked in, she said, "Good afternoon." Dead silence. Nobody said nothing. So she took off her mask and said, "I'm sorry, what?" I said, "Good afternoon." And everybody said, "Good afternoon." She said, "Oh, I thought I was the only one in this room." And I was like, "Yo, I felt that. I felt that.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
felt that." Me growing up in grade school, I'm telling you, that's my teacher that every time. When she came in and said, "Good morning, class," and if nobody said anything, she would walk out, walk back in, and do it all over again. And she
Hmm.
would keep doing it until we all said good morning. I felt
saying?
that.
Hey, what was the comedian name? Michael Wahlberg was y'all heard of him? Um,
I
I
don't think
heard of the
so.
name.
he was out of Chicago, but he did this thing where he had walked out on set and and it was like give a no George Wilburn. My bad, it's George Wilburn. They were like give a round of applause for George Wilburn. And he walked out there and he
Hmm.
was like, what the fuck? And he was like, he's like, we gonna try this shit again because y'all must not know who my man is. And then he walked back out and they gave him a standing ovation. But yeah,
Yeah.
I love that energy.
Yeah, man.
Listen,
It's
man.
it's
Sometimes you
it's just
gotta
one of those.
demand respect. Let them
Yeah,
know.
exactly, and that's just pretty much what it was. She walked in. She's a black lady, and she's the new appointed United States Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. And yeah, man, she came in and she said good afternoon, and everybody said shit. So she was like, "All right, look, good afternoon, niggas." Good afternoon. All right. So I thought I was talking to myself. But so I just want to say, and then she like just kept going with her agenda and everything. I was like, man, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Let them know that you are here to be heard. You ain't taking
More
no shit from nobody.
and on top of that, bro, it's good to have somebody there that's qualified for that position. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
before her, it was Ben Carson, and not to
Right.
take anything away from Ben Carson, but he only had the position because he was black, bro. They was just like hood. That seemed like a black issue. Ben, go
Hmm.
handle it. That was really what it is, and Ben had no idea what he was doing. So housing urban development is a thing that needs like somebody who's not sleep at the wheel and needs
Hmm.
somebody who's actually engaged and she has a history of that. So you know let's hope for a better outcome than the last 4 years from HUD.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
So actually, I'm sorry. I had to pull up the video. I actually have the video here for you guys, so you guys can see if you guys don't know exactly what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. Uh,
Is this the Ben Carson video?
Yeah.
What about them Knicks, man? Oh, okay.
Oh, she ain't. Look at her face. She ain't playing no games.
And yo, I'm like, I,
You gotta hit the share audio.
I didn't hear it, but I saw her face. She was like, "Nigga, excuse me."
oh, it didn't
I
share.
saw
Oh
it.
no, 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 I already closed it out. But yeah, man, I definitely felt that. I definitely felt that. That respect. It's all about respect, man. And so, this last 20 minutes of the show, we come down with the topic of the night: dating do's and don'ts. The things you
Mm.
do and the things you don't. And sometimes, my favorite phrase, the things that you just don't give a fuck about. But the dating do's and don'ts, man. I'm just gonna, flat out, just gonna give the floor to you guys. What's with your experience in dating? What would you say is step? I'm gonna start with you. What does a dating do?
Um, you got to find out what kind of language they speak. And when I say that, I mean, is she a texter or a talker, right? And communicate that way. Because a lot of times, if that's for me, I know that's been an issue because bro, I'm slow with the text back. My text back game is trash. You say my text back game on light skin, okay? My is terrible. But I know if I like this girl, I'm at least try to be better. And so that's one of the things. Make sure you're trying to commute in a language where that's more palatable for her. Because you talk on the phone all day with somebody who don't want to be on the phone, it's gonna get old to them. They're gonna be like, "You annoying. Stop calling me."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm gonna go down this list, okay? And I want you guys to give me whether it's a do or whether it's a don't. All right. Simple, right?
Let's go.
All right. Let's go. First thing first is um, showing up late without no communication.
Don't don't do that.
Ooh.
If you're gonna show up late, at least communicate. Let them know what's going on. Hey, I'm running a little late. I got such and such happening. Don't just don't say anything and then pop up at such and such time because don't do that.
Right. And fellas, if you know you one of them cats that run late all the time, do this. Go pick her up. Right? Don't meet at the restaurant. Because if she meeting at that restaurant 15 minutes late and you 15 minutes late, she gonna be feeling stupid. Like, yo,
Hmm.
you said be here at 8. You ain't here. Like, dude, go pick her up. Because you rather be late to her house than late to the meetup. I promise.
And
It's a
for,
lot more palatable.
and for the fellas who might ask this question, what if he ain't got no phone?
Then you
Hey,
Yeah.
look, look, hey, look, man. I gotta, pay respects to the fellas who might ask this question. What if I ain't got no phone?
Bro. How long? If you ain't got no phone, then when did
your
you
ass
ask
don't
about
need
the
to be.
date? When did you ask about the date?
Shit, your
I
ass probably
mean,
be dating if you
maybe
ain't got no phone, man.
I'm trying to figure out how you
listen,
scheduling dates with no
some,
phone.
look, some guys out here meeting chicks like it's 1990, just give them the paper with the number on it, and you just call them on the payphone.
Hey, y'all still got those in DC?
A few of them. It's not a
Yeah.
handful, but
Yo, it was cool. I seen one. I was like, that's cool as hell. They are gone here. They ain't here.
yeah, yeah. Like they're mainly at like the subways, or you
Right.
might see them at the subways, and you might see them at like a heavy traffic area. But yeah, man. So yeah, that is a don't. Ooh, don't. Hey guys, look, fellas, if you late,
Please don't be late. Mm-mm.
just if you gonna be late, just let them know ahead of time, okay? Just don't just show up, Even if you gotta say, what I'm saying, you gotta hit back out, whatever, no, nah, don't say that. But just communicate, just communicate if you're gonna be late. All right, that's just it's just simple, okay? Um, here's another one. Um, talking about how great you are during the date. Do or don't. That's a tricky one.
You want to find a
Talking about how
nice
great you are.
balance. You don't want to come off as an asshole. What happened?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what
You
happened.
want
We lost
to,
stuff for a second, but I'm pretty sure he'll be back.
yeah, you don't want to come off as an a hole. You know what I mean? You want to sell yourself, but you don't want to oversell yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Listen. Sometimes there are guys out there who's like, yeah, the reason why I said that one specifically is because, on the Clubhouse app, you guys don't know what Clubhouse is. Clubhouse is a networking app where a lot of people just sit and network. All right. I was in this room one day, and this guy actually, there you go. Actually,
Welcome back,
Steph
bro.
was in that room with me. So the reason why I brought that up is because remember the guy that we were in the room with that day, and he was started talking about his accolades and stuff like that, and what he looked for in a woman and stuff like that.
Oh, you talking
So
about? I ain't gonna say his name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah. So the guy just like he's like this woman, I'm with a fraternity. I'm with a fraternity. I got this business, I got that business. I'm at this. I'm government. I handle government contracts. I done met this many people. I done met the
Do
president.
everything.
I done ate at the White House. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. He's pretty much laying it all down on the line. So then one of the women asked him, "Well, what are you looking for in a woman so we can help you out? If you find somebody." So this guy says, first off, I want a woman that got all the teeth. I mean, it's not a bad. It's not a bad. It's not a bad. A bad action.
It's a
It's
weird
not a bad.
flex, but okay.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, all right, cool, I got you. You want a woman who has all the teeth. I mean, I hope that, you walk into a woman, she has all the teeth, to at that age, but but he was like, one of the things that really stood out to me that was like, what? He said that she has to be comfortable with being the only black person in the room. Yeah, I know, right? Pause, right? So when he said that, and I was like, fuck this nigga. Who let this nigga in this room? Who this nigga on this damn nag? Like, who is this?
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, man. So yeah. So the actual topic that we're talking about, Steph, is um talking about how great you are during the date. For
Oh
me,
yeah.
that is a don't.
But
That is a
here,
don't. I'm not sell yourself, but don't oversell yourself. I don't care how many kids you save from a burning building. I don't care about that. Okay? You can
hey,
tell me, but you don't have to give me every little detail. I get it. You save kids from a burning building. Kids stick to
here's
the
the
point.
thing. I think Trent was saying it before my I guess I hit the X button on accident, but
Mm-hmm.
Trent was saying it you do got to pump yourself up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're dating is pretty much an advertisement. Like, hey, this is what I do, this is who I am. I'm if you're a nice guy, the thing is don't be pompous. Don't be, don't be a douche about it. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was meeting with the president. Matter of fact, I got me my phone, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing what you want to call Obama? I call Obama, you know what I'm saying? That's how I just do it like that, baby. You can't you gotta pump your brakes, dog.
Yeah, you don't want to do
Yeah,
that. You don't want to do that.
You
yeah.
don't
Like
want to
You
do
know
it.
what I mean?
sound like the guy from Coming to America at the barber shop when he told me he met Martin Luther King. You know,
You ain't
you're
never
like,
met
look,
Martin Luther King.
But yeah, yeah, man.
Oh
Let's
man.
talk about the stuff too much. I mean, um, nobody wants to hear all about you. Okay, you're on a date, two people, not just one. Right. Um, another thing which I find a lot of people do. Um, don't keep checking your phone.
Please don't.
Checking your phone while on the date. Not only that is give me a do and don't, but also give me um how fluently. Me
See now,
personally, I'm a businessman, so okay, I'm not really a businessman. I mean, I am a businessman, but so my phone is kind of like my lifeline. So I might get a text and I might look at it, okay? But I am paying attention to you at the same time. I can multitask. I'm a businessman, like I said. If I can juggle multiple businesses at one time, you can be added to that, cycle of juggling, okay?
Ain't nothing wrong
So
with a
I
little
think
juggle,
I would say to an extent, checking your phone.
um, I get it, right? I got an Apple Watch, so a lot of times I look at those messages and just like I'm looking at time and just keep it and like kind of just keep going, so it doesn't
Mhm.
really interrupt the flow of it. If you don't have an Apple Watch, you exercise discipline. Don't look at that phone, put it in your pocket because it is rude, especially when you first getting to know somebody. It's one thing I think y'all kind of have the connection, but it's a lot less serious. It's a lot more easy going. But right now, when you first meeting them, you want to know, hey, my attention is all on you, right? The but you know what? Back in the day, checking your watch too much used to be offensive. That was the
Mhm.
thing before cell phones. Checking your watch was rude. Like, oh, you
Yeah, it
can't wait
was.
to leave, huh?
Yeah,
But you
right.
know that
I just hate to be on the other side of the picture where I'm talking to somebody and she just like keep trying to watch. I'm like, look, what, you don't want to be with me no more? What you want? You want to be on this date no more? You know
You
what?
got
Check,
somewhere to
please.
go. You got somewhere to be, huh?
Hit that check, please, real quick. That's one of my favorite phrases when I be out on a date. Check, please.
But if you gotta check something
the
real quick,
appetizers ain't even here yet, man. Where you going?
if you gotta check something real quick, that's one thing. But if you taking pictures of the food and videoing and you on Snapchat, it's like, come on, man. You know
Not
what I
on the
mean?
first date, bro. That's a bad taste. Be sitting up there taking a picture of your food, not posting me.
um,
That's
I mean, any date for me, like, I don't care. We could be together for 2 years. You still gotta respect
see,
my time. I'm gonna respect your time. We going out. We having a good time. Put your phone away. You know, gradually check it. If you want to temporarily check your watch or check your messages, if it's an emergency, it is what it is. But if it's not important, I'm your
see,
focus.
Trent.
You're my
I might have.
focus.
I see. I've been with you all. I've been rocking with you all night, Trent. I finally got something we disagree on. See, because I don't know about Listen, I don't know about you, but I know me and my man's we both cook, right? So when I cater. He definitely cook and he's chef, and
Hmm.
so when I have definitely a fond respect for when it's plated right and it looks good. I got to get a good picture. I'm like, oh man, I can't just dive in. This is like taking a pic. It's like eating a birthday cake without taking a picture, man. You got to, they
Yeah,
put a lot of work into this, man.
I
See,
hear
they know
you.
what I'm
I
talking
hear you,
about.
man. But see, that's coming from somebody that works. Both of you guys work in the business. You know what I'm saying? But to somebody else, I mean, okay, it's nice to take a picture that looks good. But I mean, I don't know. To me, it's disrespectful.
Some
You
people
know what I
still.
mean?
Hey, I think I get what you're saying because some people don't just take a picture and keep it moving. Some people do the
The
most.
most, the most. And when they're trying to make a statement, I seen this video of a dude and a chick having dinner. I think he had shrimp, and she had shrimp. He had chicken tenders or something like that, right? He bought her the food, so she's on her camera like, yeah, a bitch eat good. You know what I'm saying, right? So he's he's like he's like, hello, you could. I'm in the camp. I'm eating good too. I'm eating with you. You
Oh
know what I'm saying?
yeah, I seen that joint. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. She not just by herself. She's with me. She's on a date. You know how some people they like to play it off like, you know what I mean. Look at this
And
shrimp.
see,
You know what I'm
when
saying?
things happen like that, it's like, look, I get that you don't want your social media friends to see me, but
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying. If you're just going to say in your video that, oh, I'm out here by myself, I'm eating good, I'm like, shorty, I just paid for that $65 steak. You better let
Mm-hmm.
them know who paid for that $65 steak.
Hold on, bro. $65 steak. Oh man,
You
we
know,
doing more than pictures. You understand me? You understand?
yeah, look, you understand, man? It's,
You
it's,
know?
it's hard out here, man. It's hard out here to be a pimp. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out
And I and
here.
anybody watching, I say that respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going. If I don't, I feel like it's fiscally irresponsible to spend $65 on a steak from a woman who I don't know if she's going to sleep with me at the end of the night. But that's just me. Y'all keep it going.
No, no comment. I can't, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not
Hey
saying.
man, listen. This is the type of show it is, man. This is no filter, all right? It's just no filter. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't say that I agree with that to an extent, but I do feel what you're saying though. But moving on. uh,
Hey,
but I mean, listen,
you know,
listen, man,
that's it.
listen,
That's all.
man. I mean,
That's it.
just do better. You know what I'm saying? Do better. The next,
Do
the
better.
next thing, um, dressing, being underdressed, and what
Hmm.
I mean by that is not taking too much time in what you're wearing. Be honest, okay? Be honest. I'm a laid back guy, okay? And if we're going on a date, and depends on where
Right.
we're going, then sure, you know what I'm saying. I throw on a nice boots, and nice jeans, and nice polo shirt, even the Kango. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I took it way back. Yeah.
Bring it
You
back.
did.
Bring
You
it
did.
back, man.
You know, man, take it way back. But then again, if we're going somewhere like we're going on a stroll or something, look, you gonna catch me in some sweatpants and a t-shirt and some Nikes, okay? And
Sure,
okay.
you right.
And I dare you say something to me. Listen. At the end of the day, you say you like your sweatpants, so I'm doing you a favor. You know.
Shoot,
But nah,
man.
don't be underdressed when going on a date. Okay. I think that is a don't. I just feel like first impressions is everything. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're going out on a date with the woman on the first time, I'm not saying you gotta go all out. You ain't gotta wear the pimp suit or your birthday suit or whatever like that. You ain't gotta act like you're going to church on Easter Sunday. All right. But
Look presentable.
but
You know what I mean? Look like
just
look like
just
somebody
look
love you.
presentable. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
You
know
know
if
what I
y'all
mean?
remember back in the day where like all you had to do this was like the safest thing you could wear. It's like you wear like say a shirt like this with this same kind of material, but no logo, and you'll wear some jeans, right? Some black or blue jeans, and you'll just wear a blazer. Now, if it's like too if it's like if it's dressy, well, you got a blazer on. You sophisticated. If they don't, just take the blazer off, and
So
you right in there.
you dress for every
You
occasion. You just
ready?
ready.
You ready, bro? Hey, it's like the church. You know the church for the youth pastors. They always got the button up with the jeans and the dress shoes. They ready for every
Yeah,
event.
Every
ready for
event,
every event.
same thing.
You got the Timbs on. You got the Timbs on with the jeans. You got the
Mm-hmm.
button up. You got the button up shirt on with the tie and
Mm-hmm.
everything. So with it off, you just throw off the clip on tie.
That's it. That's
throw,
like,
the, throw, the clip off, throw the clip on tie to the side and just go ahead going on about your day. But so the dating do's and don'ts, man. Let me ask you guys this: what is one of the worst date? We've heard a lot of bad dates from women. But with the fellas being here, what is one of the worst dates that you've experienced from a woman?
Hmm.
Worst date.
Oh man, you got to think about it, friends.
I was about to say, don't worry, you guys not under oath.
I'm just going down. There's so
You
many. I'm
guys are
just
not under
going
oath,
down the
okay?
list.
Oh man,
Just
I've
going down the
Yeah,
list,
what up,
man.
Steve?
um,
Hey.
what's happening, Steve? I've had situations where I like literally just wasn't feeling her, like as far as talking to her wise, and that's happened. But like the worst experience is just like when it's okay. When you go on a date, like, and you pick a bad location. All right, we're trying to connect, and you take her to somewhere like the movies, and it's like I ain't talking throughout the movies. Y'all know what's going on. Movies is not a first date thing. I know we always talk about dinner and a movie. Well, you better have dinner first because you're not gonna get a chance to talk to her in that movie. And by the end of the movie, you might not be digging her.
Mm.
You know, some people are terrible people to watch movies with. They like to ask a lot of questions. Oh, what's going on? Like, nigga, we watching the movie together. Well, why did he shoot her? I guess we'll figure that out, won't we?
Yeah,
Some
I
people
feel
you
you,
don't want to
man.
watch movies with.
Oh my God, what's gonna happen next? I mean, this is the first time you seeing the
We
same
about to
movie.
see. I
Oh
think
yeah, we
we
about to
about to
see
see,
it.
right?
We about to see right,
Oh
you
man.
Terrible,
know.
man.
I would say my worst date was at the time I was like I generally don't care if a woman pass gas, right? That was just my thing, you
Oh,
know. And when I went
okay.
out on a date. We went out to a restaurant, and he just like let it loose. And at first, I thought it was me first, right? Thought it was me first, okay? Like I was like, oh, damn, man, no, I ain't gas. I was like, oh wait, that wasn't me. But then she said, "Excuse me." I was like, "Bruh, bruh." Changed the whole mood of that whole
Hey,
date. And what's
That's
hey,
never
crazy is
happened. I don't
I
know what I
generally
would think.
I've always told myself I don't care if a woman pass gas. It's cool. But then it's like when I heard it the first time, like I've
Oh,
never
you.
heard a woman pass gas in front of me before.
Oh, you
So this is
heard
the
it.
first
You.
time this happened. Like I heard it and I smelt it. Okay, so I was
Oh
like,
no.
"Hey, yo." So pretty much, I didn't talk to her for a whole like week and a half before she actually hit me up and said, you know,
hey, hey, Steve in the comment dropping jewels.
he said,
Walk in the
"Walk
park
in the park
on the beach.
or on the beach, make that connection." Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
I generally don't like walking on the beach. I think the beach is one of the most disgusting places that I can walk on barefoot. But that's just me. But yeah,
New
I
York,
definitely feel
definitely.
you.
You
But
can't bake bread if you don't want the oven. Come on, Steve, come
hey,
through.
hey, man, listen. Hey,
Hey,
look, Steve driving jewels, man. He's driving them. He's driving them. You can't break bread. You can't bake bread if you
if you
don't
don't
warm the
warm the
oven.
oven,
That is true. That is
you
true.
gotta
So,
do the
hey,
work.
man.
You gotta do the work, man. That's real, man.
Definitely. Trends, your worst date, man. Your worst date. I'm actually scared to hear this, but yeah.
Uh, so I don't know if this qualifies as worst, but this is something that I really don't care for, right? First date, right? She asked me, "What do you bring to the table?" Now, right? Excuse you? You know what I mean? Now, listen. Me and this woman, we've been talking. We've had conversations before the date,
How about
right?
the date already over after that one?
Right. You know what I mean?
I'm
We've
sorry.
had
The
conversations. You
audacity.
know, we talked and everything. So she has a very good, you know, she knows who I am for the most part. Except for the little details, right? She can easily make an educated guess on what I bring to the table. Because you wouldn't be going out to dinner with me if you didn't think I brought anything to the table. You know what I'm saying? But to come out with that during the date now, it's like, look, why are you asking me that? Like, why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the reason that you came out to dinner with me? If you can't answer that question, you should have never came. You should have never came. I've already shown you what I bring to the table. You already know what I bring to the table.
Hmm.
Mhm.
But that's a loaded question too, right? It's like, and it's kind of disrespectful, right? Because it's like you don't see that in me.
It is. It's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. I think it's one of the most disrespectful things you can ever ask somebody while on your first date. That's just me. That's just me. It's just like, oh, what do you bring to the table? And my response would have been the check. The check. Check, please.
You know,
Yeah.
I
What I
understand.
bring to the table on the first date? Come on
I
now.
understand us. You know,
Women do not ask that question on the first date. I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. Don't ask me
don't
that on the first date. I'm just putting it
See,
out there. Okay.
don't do it.
and I be noticing that like women be going to men perspective, but then they see a all male, then they'll see a show with all men and be like, nah, we don't want to watch it. They be like, man, you can't have it both ways, baby. You want to know what we think or not? Y'all tune in,
Listen,
and we
I
be
definitely
hey,
understand
listen,
you're trying to
tune in,
find
man.
out. You know, you're trying to find out the important things. You're trying to get to know somebody. That might be a very important thing for you, which is it's awesome.
Hmm.
But there's a time and a place to have those kind of discussions. You know what I mean? And if you had got you showered, you got dressed, you put your makeup on, you looking beautiful, you took time out to make yourself look amazing for me, right? You done been in the bathroom for 4 or 5 hours.
oh no,
you
no trends. This is what they told me. We don't get ourselves together to look good for you.
we
We
do
do
it
it
for
because we want to
ourselves.
feel good for ourselves. That's what they told me. They just don't want you to go around and think she did that for you.
Yeah,
Hey, I've heard that.
you
I've
good.
heard that. I don't
You
agree
good
with
with
it 100.
you
I
good,
don't
you good
believe
here
it.
now.
But
Bro, we all do it
whatever.
for we do a little bit for outside. We all look for a little bit of outside
Of
validation. We all
course,
want to be
of
told, "Hey,
course.
you look good." Like, we want to hear that a little bit. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that either.
that's why we shake the beard up, shake the mustache, get the hairline straight, you know what I'm saying?
But if
You
you're gonna
know,
do
just
all of that to go out with somebody that you don't even know what they bring to the table, that kind of make you a little, not too
I
smart, not
mean,
intelligent.
here's my thing. I think that
I ain't gonna say it make her
you
too
gotta,
smart. It's just, oh my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, CJ.
oh no, you good, man. I just think that there's a way of asking me, what do I bring to the table? There are conversation starters for that. Like, oh, so what do you do for work? Oh, that's nice. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? There's just certain things while you're on the date when you're having these conversations that you can learn what a person brings to the table by just having a conversation. But just asking, what do you bring to the table is like, all right, nigga, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What you
Yeah.
got for me? Okay? What you got for me? And
And ladies,
I'll tell you what I do got. I'll
I'm
tell you
about
what I
to
do got. That check.
say, hey,
And I ain't even no tip.
ladies, you want to run a dude off on the first date, regardless of how much money he got. Start asking, oh, do you believe that a man should pay most of the bills? Ask him that on the first date. Ask him stuff like that on the first date. It
You
don't
want to
matter
see
how
him
much money he
fight?
got. If that's what you ask on the first date, oh no,
Yeah. All I'm saying is, ladies, if you can ask me that
man.
on the first day you want, I'm gonna hit that. You know what? Actually, let me see that check. I want you to go ahead and pay for the extra soda that you paid for. You know what I'm saying? That you ordered. That extra sauce that you want on it. They said that they added a little extra there too. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and pay on that too. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. You know who gonna pay for the bill.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you.
you be looking at the check like they charge $7 for extra marinade. I need
Look, hey, son, look. I thought I said separate checks. Okay. I thought I said separate checks. Okay. you
Don't
know.
conjoin. Nothing is conjoined here. Separate
Have
everything.
you,
Thank you.
have you ever been on a date and you like, you know how us guys be. You're like, oh, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing. Just go ahead and order what you like. You know what I'm saying? Is like she
She
just
run
go for
that.
the biggest thing on the menu, yo. She like, I want the lobster in the New York strip. I'm like,
Hey, if I take her to a place that got lobster on the menu, it's a lobster that I can afford. Okay, it's gonna be like a it's gonna be a $12 lobster from the jerk chicken place. Jerk lobster.
From the jerk chicken place.
I want the lobster in New York strip. He's like, she's like, baby, listen, I'm
Man,
only good
we
for
just at
six
that age.
ounces. I'm
I'm
only good for 6 ounces. Okay.
at an age in my life where it's like everything that they make in those fancy restaurants, I can make at home. Literally, like no cap.
Yeah. Look, I know how to
So
cook. I'm not no 5-star chef, but I could get down a little bit. You know what I mean?
so spending $200 on a meal outside the home just doesn't sound fiscally
Mhm.
responsible. It,
I'm
it just
telling
don't.
you, it's
I
like
know more.
see, there are women who do believe that going to a guy's house on the first date, cook dinner and stuff like that together. They think that it's too fast. And what I say is, look, all guys don't plan to sleep with you on the first date. Okay, I mean, sometimes that is the goal. I'm just saying. Sometimes it is the goal. I'm
It's
just
Depends
saying.
on
always listen. It's
depends
always
on
a
what I'm
plus.
cooking.
It's always a
Depends
plus.
on.
Let's get this out here. That
Yeah,
is a plus.
it's a plus, but it's not something that we look for. If I ask you, oh, won't you come over to the house and we can cook together? I can show you what I can do in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Some women might be like, I on the first date, I don't know about that. I'm like,
Which is fine, but yeah, I mean, it just depends on how much you
yeah,
like Apple.
yeah, man. It's just
And
crazy,
then,
man.
hey, you
If
got
I got
hey,
a
you ever took a chick to Applebee's and put her on a strict on put her on a strict diet and be like, nah, listen, you order from this 2 for 20, all right, no, not
amen
2
to
for
the
twenty
truth,
four,
man. Let me tell
no,
you, man.
two for 20.
Back in the day, I was notorious for that 2 for 20. I was
That
Yeah,
two
notorious for that.
that 2 for 20 saved lives out here and made babies. You understand me?
yeah, I'm telling you.
A
I'm
lot of
telling you,
connections happen with the 2 for 20.
two entrees for $20.
Hey, bro, when
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that two, I was one of them greedy niggas. So when that 2 for 20 first dropped, I was like, I took my baby mama to my first baby mama, I took her to Applebee's, and I had ordered 2 for 20, and she was like, "Ooh, I can't wait to eat that." I was like, "Nah, this for me. You didn't say you wanted none. What are you getting? I got 2 for 20 for me. Like I didn't like $20
Ladies,
for all this food. I'm in."
And
ladies,
don't be putting your fork
ladies.
on my plate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got
Look, I
what you
just
got.
gotta
I got
tell
what. Don't be helping
Man,
yourself.
ladies,
you got to put your
Get your
the
get your ass.
ladies, listen, ladies. Let me tell you this,
You
okay?
wanted the Cobb
If it's
salad.
if
You
it's your
eat.
second and
you
third
say
date
you
with
want the Cobb salad. I'm
your
dead.
guy, if it's your second and third date with your guy, and if you guys order the same thing, it tastes the same, baby.
It
Okay,
tastes. It tastes the
it,
same.
it tastes the same. Okay, it ain't no difference. It ain't no special sauce that he put on mine unless I ask for it. Okay, it tastes the same. Okay,
And if I do,
don't
that's
put it
not
on my
what
plate.
that lady say. That's my business.
Oh yeah, Tab. That's my
If I
business.
do, that's my business.
Hey, but
Don't
I
leave
You
it
eat.
know.
on my plate.
Hey, a chick, she got to move fast with me, man, because I eat food like I'm in the military. It's out of there.
Check.
So I, so and I'm glad you said that because that's gonna be my next question. Let's say if you're out with a woman, right? And you already eat your food, and now you just seeing her just like a nebula, so she got a whole full plate, and you like halfway done. You like, look, I'm gonna be ready to go in about the next, 5 minutes. I'm gonna finish this plate, and then it's gonna be time to go. Okay, you still got a whole steak. It's the cauliflower with some mashed potatoes on your on your, on your thing, and I only got mashed
Bro,
potatoes and cauliflower left.
CJ,
That's when I start
CJ,
making jokes, man.
see, it's funny how bro. You know exactly the struggle I'm talking about. They be sitting there with over half their plate left, and you done. You're full. You're stuffed. You be like, man, this was amazing. I'm ready to go lay down. and they
Right.
like,
Even if you do got like a side left on the plate, you like, yeah, I'm about to be done soon. Then you look over, you look across, she got a whole plate left. I'm like, look, just tell the
Box it up, man.
just tell the waiter, hey
Box
look,
it
man,
up,
she want
man.
me about 2 boxes, all right? Just put them on hold. Soon as it is, are you ready to order? Yeah, man, look. I'm just gonna say, when we order our food, just bring 2 boxes out, okay? We're gonna need that. So she ain't gonna get everything.
You gotta help her out. You gotta get her there. Yo,
One
man.
last question before we actually hit the road. Um, Fellas, have you guys ever ordered something for a woman before? This is like 3 or 4 dates in. Like you guys pretty much know the favorite food and everything, what might be on her mind and things like that. Um,
by
have
date
you ordered?
before, you should know whether or not she a drinker, and you should know probably something. Well, if she not, then you should know what her favorite drink is. Like, oh, she always get lemonade. Order lemonade for her, or strawberry lemonade, whatever it is, and just. Or we had to, and she running late. You know what I'm talking about? You can just text and be like, "Oh, what you getting?" So, because I'm finna go ahead and start this thing off without you.
Yeah. So I mean, here's my thing. I'm not gonna order for you. Order your damn self, okay? Um, you know, I've been on a date at one point where she was like, well, you know what I want to go and order for? And I'm like, I don't
Hey,
know.
women be overestimating us.
Yeah, right.
They think we be paying attention to that. Like, I don't know.
And
Not
half the
really.
time, they favorites be changing. They be
Listen,
like, you
listen,
know what I like. Do I though?
listen. I did a little bit of extracurricular activity before we went on this date. I don't know exactly right now. What did you drink? What do you like to eat? What do you like to drink? Okay,
Listen, I
don't say
would
well, I don't know. Oh, no.
listen because if you normally order, let's say you order a Blue Moon, right? Because I was just at Buffalo Wild Wings. Them Blue Moon $7 a glass, right?
Hmm.
Now I order you this Blue Moon, and you say, "Well, I ain't feel like drinking today. I'll just take a water." And you be like, hold on, Playboy. That's $7 on my head right there. You drinking tonight, respectfully.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to take that chance. You don't added something to the menu you ain't need. Added something to your tab you ain't needed. So you be like, I'll wait. I'll order you a water. How about that?
That's another thing. That's another thing, right? When somebody asks you to buy them a drink at a bar, and they don't finish it all, they just walk away with a half a drink left. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to finish this blue motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need you to go ahead and finish this. This blue motorcycle was $11. Okay? Unless people don't giving me 550, then you know what I'm saying.
And don't
Let me
ask me to
know.
buy you no drink. You know what I mean? If I want to buy you a drink, then what I buy? Don't ask me.
Hey
Oh,
Trent.
see, those women don't pay no mind. If I
Hey,
walk up to a bar and a lady say, "Oh, you want to buy me a drink?" I'm just gonna completely ignore it.
listen. I was at the bar. I was at a bar in this club. And I'm talking to this girl. We vibing. She asked me about her drink. Now, I'm be honest with you. Only reason why I ain't bought a drink because I ain't had the money. But instead of saying that, I just laughed it off like and walked off, bruh.
Yeah, yeah.
That might be the most ignorant thing I've ever done in my life, bro. It's up there.
You know, yeah, you
I
walk up to
gotta
a bar,
use that. I gotta use it, man.
you
Yeah,
walk up
I
to a
got to.
bar. She said, hey. I'm like, hey, what's up, baby? How you doing? You looking good today. She's like, yeah, you want to buy me a drink? Girl, you crazy. Girl, you crazy, girl. Girl, you crazy. But now you sure you want to buy me a drink? Girl,
You just walk away.
you crazy, girl. Girl, you crazy. What's your name?
I
Nah,
gotta
man.
use
Yeah,
that, man.
definitely. just go ahead and laugh it off. You know what I'm saying? I look. I just straight up ignore her. You know what I'm saying? I buy you a drink. What? No, sorry. You know, just
What?
let me offer you a drink. Don't just walk up to me and ask me to buy you a drink. That means that you've been sitting here asking every other nigga that walk up to the bar to buy you a drink. So you're probably on your fifth drink right now, and you're drunk. You probably see how far you can go.
Of course. She bold as hell to ask you for a drink. She's on her fifth drink. Cause before that, she wouldn't even step to nobody like that. She'd
Yeah,
be
it's
waiting for
crazy. Well, guys, we have came to the end of the show. Step, man, I appreciate you taking the time out your busy schedule for joining us today, man.
salute my
This
man's.
Thank you for having me, family.
great, man. And definitely, man, we might actually, get you to come on this another time again, man. We enjoy your presence. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is, hilarious. I know some of these women probably like, well, who the fuck is he? You know, but it's definitely been great to actually have you, man. And hopefully in the future we'll be able to. You have any stand ups coming up yet? You know what I'm saying, or anything?
I don't have any gigs set at this time, but that can change.
Okay, yeah, well,
And
definitely
if
get back to me on that one.
Let
if
me know when
anybody
and where, man.
definitely listen, if anybody is a YouTuber or whatever, check out my show on Fridays, Trash Bar for 500
Hey,
on my YouTube page.
I've seen a few clips, and I must say it is something to watch. So
let me
It,
subscribe.
it's shameless plug. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Um,
all good. Get it out there, man. Get it out. Shoot.
no man,
definitely,
but
man. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am your host CJ. This is Trends, and this is Step Got Jokes. You guys have a good night, and just don't drink and drive. All right. Y'all have a good one.
Take it easy.